All right. Hopefully my camera gets less foggy. All right. Aries. I really want my camera to be less foggy though. There we go. Wonderful. Just have some massively potent incense on there. Well, you guys are very, very potent energies this month. Immediately when I was drawing cards for you guys, looks like I'm going to start a house fire. Anyway, immediately when I was started pulling some cards out, the energy that I got was sensual, confident, powerful kind of energy. And honestly, your spread was most interesting because it wasn't necessarily about romance, although it could go there. It was definitely more about you reclaiming a lot of your own personal power. How you see yourself mainly is what's changing up the factor here. So I just kind of pulled out some tarot cards. I do have some like tokens here, some like I guess charms, whatever you would like to call them. And yeah, oracles and tarot cards. So I'll be doing some intuitive reading here and there. May have put too much incense on, but again, I feel like this is a massive reading. So while I brush away some of that, there's huge amounts of money coming your way. One of the first crowning cards here is the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and Introspection, which has a wand that is literally on fire. So you are definitely going to be on fire. I'm going to go through these, tell you that quick story. So usually the top level, you can consider that the first half of the month. Once we get into the middle, that's the middle of the month, and then closer to the end of the month. Okay. And I keep that way, so that way it's flexible in terms of the energies that are coming through. The top half also relates to your spiritual intentions. And right here, Ace of Wands is talking about having this creative burst of inspiration, and it's not inspiration necessarily to do anything for anyone else. I definitely saw someone getting ready, putting on makeup, perfume, putting their heels on because they were ready for a night out. You guys are very deserving of it. I feel there's been like some office gossip or some kind of tension that's been happening in your personal life with your friends. Could be professional as well. And that's kind of what's been like irking you, really. It's been getting into your head a little bit, where you're like just annoyed at this almost manufactured drama that doesn't have to exist. It's like, F off kind of thing. So this being in your crowning position is fantastic because it really does signify all of the changes that you're trying to implement coming to fruition. The Six of Wands is saying that you are going to be victorious within the next week, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, they're saying. If you are kind of one of those people who likes to denote time by the element of the card and the number of the card, this is Six of Wands, so that would be within 6 days from the time of this reading. March is actually your time to shine, truly. Because it's also talking about, like, I'm hearing like eating healthy, focusing on your health. What else, guys? There's a certain animal, and I might pull a sacred animal oracle deck for you guys, but there's a certain animal that feels like it's coming through. Maybe it'll come through the reading as I continue on. That's going to provide you a kind of like a sign or a symbol for what's to come for you, and it'll be sort of like this guidance and confirmation for you. I don't know if someone has an event on March 25th, but that's going to be like a golden day for you guys. I'm hearing 25th. I don't know why 25 cents, 25th. Someone's doing like a raffle. If you guys are like still in school, or I don't know if it's even, I'm hearing raffle. being something that you should do. So put your name in the raffle. You might actually win a nice, lovely prize for yourself, like a brand new TV. Introspection here. So you've been spending a lot of time in your inner world, thinking about your sexuality, homosexuality. Like I'm getting all of these different internal discussions, not necessarily battles, because your battle is kind of closer towards its end. With your challenge card of the month being Nine of Wands, it's talking about, again, staying up late at night and insomnia. This is usually my card for insomnia and staying up late at night. But I'm not necessarily getting that now. Actually, Nine of Swords is my insomnia card. Nine of Wands has that similar vibe, but a different tint to it, if that can make any sense for you guys. It's almost like a sense of restlessness. You know, you've done all of these things, but it's also asking, like, have you done enough? So I would just remind yourself that, especially late at night, if you are kind of calming down. I also saw 6:22 on my little timer here as I'm going live. That might be a very potent number for you guys, a sign of, you know, better things to come, essentially, of finding your prosperity through the work that you do and making sure that you are prepared to weather the storm, is what I hear. So if anything, this card is telling me that there might be some stormy or patchy weather, you know. Definitely get your like flood insurance in check for any natural disasters. Again, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I am in no way advising you to do anything with your lives. But if it resonates, by all means, double check on how you protect yourself and your assets, and that then just relax, sit back, realize that you can, you know, enjoy the abundance of your, I'm hearing like fashion, clothes, hair, you know, give back to yourself. Really enjoy your time out. And if you guys are interested in like horseback riding, or if you're taking a vacation just out in the country, that is going to be extremely beneficial for you. I'm hearing a watercress. I know it's a type of plant, but that might be like a type of symbol rather than an animal symbol, an herbal symbol of maybe even an herbal supplement that you, again, are taking, or just something that you like to draw or provide some sort of inspiration for you. Bottom of the deck is also Eight of Wands, which you're no longer blinding yourself to your personal issues. So these two basically are talking about, you know, all of your, you know, yucky emotions that took place in, can't hold them up, that took place in February are definitely coming to an end swiftly in the beginning of this month. Moving on to career and finance here. This is a fantastic position. You've laid all of your, I don't know why I want to call them like booby traps. It's like I had a backup job for my backup plan, and I tried to do, like, I'm trying to write a book. So in order to support that, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. So there's a lot of planning and commitment that you're trying to push forward, and you know, they're going to come to fruition, but you need to enjoy the process of it a little more. So take it down a notch. Learn to have fun. There might be some friends that call on you with Six of Pentacles here, that are like, you know, let's group up together, let's do something I don't know, something communal, something special, like eat out, you know. And all of a sudden you find yourself like networking for your job, you know. So like basically taking a rest is going to allow you to create more frequently and fluidly and consistently in your life. Reclamation is usually the devil card in regular tarot, you know, regular Rider-Waite-Smith systems. So this one I'm going to be a little bit quiet for, because it's right under the Hermit card. So you have a lot of astrological influences that have been taking place for you. And I'm actually hearing that Mercury is the one that's been, so maybe you have in your astrological charts a bit of Mercury, so that would be like Virgo, Gemini, air kind of energy as well. Signs that are all about communication, and you possibly over communicating yourself, over communicating the point, and trying to find common ground, common balance with people who just were irrational. It's also relating to the fact that you may have, usually the devil card talks about excessive, excesses and addictions and violence. That's not what I'm getting here. Again, this is talking about all of the internal struggles that you've been thinking about and working through naturally. So I don't know if you guys are like witches or you have like that witch kind of vibe, or new agey spiritualism. This is talking about like a merger of your shadow work, your weak points, and accepting them, not turning away from them. And actually you might be amplifying them this week, turning it up, being a little vain, being a little selfish, just because you can. Some of you may be part of a sorority. That doesn't mean you're vapid necessarily. I'm hearing necessarily because that might also be what I was feeling with the whole gossip portion. But it's talking about, just having your wits about you, being in such close proximity with such different minds and from different backgrounds. And all of those things have fostered a sense of grace and well-spokenness. So it's kind of, for me, the devil card is talking about you feeling a sense of worthy, like a question of your worthiness, whether or not you are actually competent into what you are doing. And in fact, you are very competent. You just need to build up that self-belief. And that is why you need to take time to care for yourself in those sensual, calm, charismatic ways. Really step into that, like embrace that jewelry, dramatic flair. Bottom of the deck here, this is social life, love life, relationship kind of area. So we have in the, future position, but also in your social life, the Four of Cups in reverse. Again, you may have taken a break. Probably a lot of people gossiping, probably lots of people just getting in your way and adding to your drama that you don't need in your life, although it's quite interesting to chew on. So this is just talking about a release, a sense of release. I'm also getting that you might be taking like a special, bath or soaking in a nice warm bath with some essential oils and salts, Epsom salts, to relieve the tension in your legs. Some of you may have lymphatics like issues, eating too many like hot, spicy foods. I don't know if any of you are accustomed to or aware of Ayurvedic, health practitioners out there, but you may actually be a fire sign with that pitta, that fiery energy. So really eating, maybe overdoing on the warm, spicy foods here. Sorry I say a lot. It's kind of like my trailing thoughts as I am kind of downloading and speaking at the same time. I'll try and pause instead. I just hate having dead air sometimes. So what I find interesting is that your singular line here down the middle of the spread is kind of building upon itself. So you have this like divine inspiration. You're getting over being lonely, all of this like dark, icky emotions that you no longer want to partake in. And finally getting to a point of bliss and balance, receptivity coming through. being able to listen to critiques. Oh, I don't know what bird this is, but it looks like a partridge. So this is a 9 of Pentacles. Again, really talking about manifesting a life for you that is socially, it's like socially acceptable. You want to come out. You want to come out of the closet. I know that's not necessarily an appropriate term unless you are someone who is coming out of some closet, but there's a sense of relief that I'm getting, and that's the term that I'm getting. So if you guys are dealing with a lot of your trying to understand your sexuality or your place in life, this is the time that you're going to start feeling this relief and release. And there may have been an offer for you back in December that you're kind of going to benefit from now. I keep hearing like a benefit in the sense of love and commitment, not judging it necessarily. There's no judgment, there's no harshness. There's a deep friendship, and you guys help each other in monetary ways, but that's not the whole basis of your relationship. You guys are very comfortable and at peace with one another. So it's going to, you're again kind of in the seat of power. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. You guys, and there is more Capricorn energy here and Virgo energy here. So you might be dealing with a lot of earth signs that are helping you get your mind wrapped around being financially stable, being and feeling accountable and responsible. You may actually feel more confident when speaking with a Virgo because they're able to express themselves in ways that you might find difficult or new to embrace. And their confidence and their assurance and their belief in what you are capable of is feeding your self-belief as well in what you are willing to accomplish. So I'm definitely getting that bird vibe here with partridge or parrot, parakeet. There's the green, red, and yellow. So you might be working with the heart, sacral, and solar plexus chakras at this moment in time. So I would take care, again, of how you eat. Make sure that you're balancing out. I don't know why. Maybe you have like a chef or you really enjoy certain flavors of foods, but Indian food, like curry food, balance that out. Like eat it one night, but not the whole week, because you'll start to feel sick from it. So you want to balance out all of the different notes and flavors. Maybe take a course on cooking, being a little bit more domicile. And, I always want to say domesticated. Just be in your home zone, your place of power. Because some of you, even though you're in Aries, I'm getting that some of you might, with all of these air sign, air and, well, I don't know why I keep saying air. So for some of you, maybe air, but with all of these earth signs, you might actually be feeling a need or call, especially with the previous full moon in Virgo, to hunker down and be blissful, enjoy massages. I hear like a foot massage or pedicure, manicure. Definitely a treat yourself month, and you don't have to worry about finances, and you're very grateful for that. Hence that 6 of Pentacles, receptivity and giving and receiving. All right, so any love that you are going to come into, for those of you who are single, or those of you, well, let's focus on the single, but for those of you who are single, you deserve love. This basically is telling you to work on yourself, continue to go to the gym, do yoga, make yourself as flexible as you want, as open as you want to any of the possibilities. If there was an ex in your life sometime back in December, again, I'm getting that December timeframe, you'll be releasing a lot of that. Like you guys are, it wasn't a bad relationship. Normally with people and exes, it's like, oh, bad, but it's not a bad relationship. It's actually just one that has turned more into a friendship than one that is passionate. And you're looking for passion right now. So you're going to be calling in your soulmate by working on yourself, because you're going to find out what you really want and desire. And who knows, you might fall in love with being on your own and being in your own power for a time. And that will make you so much more like a gem in the rough, so much more awake and alive. So it's 444 right now, and that is definitely twin flame energy. So you might be even calling in that kind of charisma and charismatic, magnetic partnership into your life. The last card here for you, Tarot, is Spirit of Swords, and that is in reverse. Normally, Spirit of Swords is actually the King of Swords. So again, letting go possibly of an ex. You guys have different opinions. This is the only, I believe, air sign. So maybe Gemini, Libra, and who the hell else? Aquarius, right? So those might be affecting you, and you might just, those might be one of the partners that you're kind of releasing, or kind of friendships that you're releasing, because it's not for a lack of clarity. It's just that they seem to have, your emotions towards them have blinded you to what you feel you deserve and what you need at this moment in time. So you might be also releasing some sense of codependency in the relationship, because you don't want to face your fears. Next, here we have If You Believe, again, so talking about believing in yourself. You're going to be flying blind, more intuitive notions to living your life rather than having someone dictate it for you. If you guys are fearful, by the way, of living out on your own or striking out on your own, you have, I'm going to try and pronounce it, Simkiel, Angel of Vengeance, and this is from the Angelarum deck. So all of those people who may have been talking to you, backstabbing you, all, your relationship falling apart, even though it's founded on a deep love and friendship and admiration for each other, that's a huge protective shield. I'm getting like this warm blanket, even from a deceased grandparent, like a warm hug, a warm blanket coming through for you. So you are protected. I'm also hearing Archangel Michael might be coming through for you guys, and Gabriel with some news. Estivus right here from the Angelarum deck as the Angel of Divination. And again, like I said earlier, you are probably going through this phase in your life more intuitively, not really necessarily jumping the gun and saying, well, this is what I have to do because someone said so. You're just saying, all right, what's the information at my disposal? And I'm going to take my time with administering or coming to a decision or conclusion with this. The last thing is you'll be coming into a nice, maybe it's that raffle that I was talking about. You'll be coming into a nice pile of money. Again, I feel like that dinner party, that wine is flowing. There's a lot of communication going. So yeah, for some of you, for singles, it'll be a nice poppin' month for you guys. For those of you who are in a relationship currently, you may be letting go of them as an ex in an amicable way. That's a lot of ASMR like words. Anyway, you also as a couple might be just taking time out to reconfigure your relationship. Maybe you guys have been together for a very, very long time, and it's time to kind of move out, move the stale energy out of your living room. Some of you might be needing to clean house as well. But anywho, so within the next few weeks, again, this might be relating to your Six of Wands, that victory card, things coming into fruition for you in a short amount of time. So anywhere from 6 to 2 weeks, 6 days to 2 weeks, approximately, you'll be receiving this sense of release and stability. So 444 also talks about stability, and you have the Tower here in Lenormand, which is not the same as tarot. It's not destructive. It's actually setting boundaries, making yourself vulnerable, And that's through this befriending of your child, your inner child. If you do have children, guys, you're going to just have a nice family time, a lot of downtime for yourselves. So enjoy it to the best of your ability. All right. Good housekeeping stuff. I am doing Zoom readings, not meetings, but Zoom readings for 30 minutes. You can, book a reading with me at omegaoctave.com or on my Instagram of the same name, Omega Octave. And within, I believe, 24 to 72 hours, you should have your 30-minute Zoom recorded tarot reading. If you would like to do a live reading with me, that'll be 1 hour over Zoom. I also do group 4-person and 8-person readings, 15 minutes each. And that way you can just, have kind of like a fun little treat for yourselves. Digital party, if you will. All right. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing these monthly readings along with a lot of other things that I have planned for the channel in general in the future. And hopefully I'll get into some deep kind of like knowledge about what the hell do I mean by shadow work and what do I mean by doing the work. So really excited about those videos, and I'm hoping to film them soon. Anyway, blessed be. Have a great month. I was about to say weekend, but it's literally Tuesday. And enjoy your power day. All right. Bye. Blessed be.